Google Earth for K-12, an EDM 310 podcast by Lara Bishop,
Brittni Sasser,
Brandon Caten,
and Alexa Howie.
Have you ever wanted to take a vacation to a faraway place but just couldn't do it? Ever wanted to take your kids on a field trip halfway across the world? With Google Earth, now you can. Google Earth is an application created by Google that brings the Earth and more to your computer screen. Travel anywhere your imagination can take you with just a click of your mouse. Interested yet? Grab your computer and make your way over to www.google.com/earth and click on the tab that says download. After you've jumped through a few hoops and installed Google Earth, you're ready to go. Before we start geo-exploring, let's go over a few of the features that are available when you open Google Earth for the first time. When you first open Google Earth, you'll have a tip pop up. These tips can be extremely helpful, but if you find them annoying, just check the box that turns them off. Now double-click your mouse anywhere and there you go. Google Earth zooms into the area you clicked, and using the tools in the upper right-hand area, you can zoom in and out and even move to eye level. At the bottom left-hand of your screen, you'll see a section titled Layers. Here you can choose what appears on the map like borders, roads, and even weather radar. Click around and see what happens, and just remember, if you click something and don't know how to fix it, all you need to do is restart the program. Clicking around isn't going to cause global warming or start the next big earthquake. Or at least we hope not. Are you interested in history or want your students to visit a city from thousands of years ago? Then try the Ancient Rome setting. To access this wonderful feature, go to your Layers area and click on the triangle to expand the section that says Gallery. Under Gallery, you'll see Ancient Rome 3D. Click the box, then double-click it. Make sure to grab your passport because you're about to be on a one-way flight across the ocean to Rome. Once you make it to the city, zoom in to get a closer view. There you will see several yellow cartoon buildings. Pick one, any one, and click on it. This will bring up an info box that tells you about the structure you chose. At the bottom of the info box, you should see two links that say Ancient Terrain and Ancient Roman Buildings. Click on the terrain first to load the terrain from 320 AD. Follow the steps to bring back your info box and click on the second link. Once these have installed, you'll have a nice view of Rome. Click in and out, check it out from street level, and start learning and teaching all about this great city. Are ancient civilizations not your thing and you want to teach about a busy metropolis? Then maybe we should check out the 3D buildings feature and make a trip to the hustle and bustle known as the Big Apple, New York City. In the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a search box. Type in New York City, New York, and we're back on the plane 30,000 feet above land, headed for the city that never sleeps. After you've looked around, try going back over to the Layers section and expand the 3D buildings to reveal 3 settings. For our purposes right now, just select Photorealistic. Once you've checked the box, you'll see faint shadows appear over buildings. These are 3D models of many buildings in New York, and when you move your cursor over buildings, they'll turn blue to indicate a 3D structure. Pick a building, and when you select on it, you'll have another info box pop up. Click on the picture, and you'll go to a section where you can download the model. Do this until you have the whole city on your screen, and you're ready for a field trip with your entire class without leaving your classroom. Are you one of the teachers that think the sky is the limit? Well, don't fret. Google Earth has a setting just for you. One of the many features in Google Earth is the Sky feature. After clicking the Sky button up top, you can then navigate anywhere by typing in where you want to go. In the Sky feature, you're able to browse around to different galaxies, constellations, nebula, and more. This feature allows you to teach your students about planets. You can even view the planets while in motion. Images from the Hubble Space Telescope are available for viewing, and you're able to click on their place marks to read about more information. Clicking on the place marks allows you to go to different websites and even allows you to read fun facts with your students. There are many layers in Google Earth Sky that allow you and your students to explore space without leaving the classroom. So hop on board the next flight to outer space and view the galaxies until your heart's content. While you're outside of the Earth's atmosphere, you might as well channel your inner Sinatra and fly to the moon. So grab your moon boots and try to moonwalk with Google Moon. Go back to where you click Sky and change it to Moon. The Moon feature on Google Earth allows your students to take a virtual tour through space to the moon. You and your students can learn just about anything with this feature, such as the moon has no atmosphere. You can even see the actual planning charts from the Apollo missions. If you click on the Human Artifacts layer, you're able to see objects that humans have left on the moon, including 3D models of spacecraft. You can click on any of the 6 Apollo landing sites on the moon, zoom in to see more detail, and then you're able to show your students videos of Neil Armstrong and other astronauts. Another thing you can do with view 3D models of mission spacecraft and see imagery taken by the astronauts themselves. Wander around the craters until you're ready to go. Tired of gravity weighing you down? Not ready to fly back to Earth yet? Take a trip to the red planet, Mars. Learning isn't only restricted to planet Earth with Google Earth. With one click of that drop-down list we just used, you can even explore Mars. Having the capability to explore Mars provides teachers with two kinds of lessons, factual and imaginative. Students can take a guided tour, view locations of things that have landed on Mars, or follow a particular mission. After researching Mars through books and websites, students can compare what they have read to what they actually see on Google Mars. Some creative projects that use Google Mars might be asking students to write their own book, nothing lengthy, about Mars based on what they have seen on Google Mars. You could also discuss with your students about how many people have discussed the possibility on Mars. Tell your students to explore Mars and pick a site to build their own town. Then ask them to write about their plans. Why just live on Earth when you can have the time of your life on another planet? There is, of course, those terrible dust storms that blow up, so let's head back to Earth before we get caught in one. Once you've landed safely back on Earth, you might as well take a dive into one of the Earth's 7 oceans to learn more about marine life. Have you ever dreamed of going scuba diving? Now you can on Google Ocean. Once again, go back to the top and change the setting to Ocean. From here you can dive deep into the ocean and explore, find shipwrecks, and even track animals. Try clicking on any of the icons you see and check out what the info box has to say. You might find videos of underwater expeditions of the Titanic, or learn more about species of fish you've never even heard about. Swim around until you're waterlogged and ready to dry off. Well, it's about that time. Our Google Earth journey is ended, so head back to land, but watch out for the sharks. We don't need another remake of Jaws. These are only a few of the ways you can use Google Earth. The possibilities are endless. Now that you've learned a few ways to use Google Earth in and out of your classroom, where will you explore next?
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you've learned something new about Google Earth that you can incorporate into your classroom sometime.
All information taken from Google Earth and myfreshplans.com.